my channel. So as you can see, I'm in a kind of a different setup today than I normally would be for this kind of a video. I was going to film it in my room in front of all of my beauty lights and things like that, like I normally would, but it is like a million degrees in there right now. My room is the hottest room of the house, so I'm having some contractions and I am sweating. So I decided to film out here where there's some more fans and I can actually feel the AC blowing on me. So as you can probably tell from the title of this video, this is finally my long-awaited what's in my hospital bag video. I'm currently 38 weeks pregnant. So I went ahead and got my hospital bag prepared and now I'm going to share it with you. So let's just jump right in. So for starters, I'll show you the actual bag that I am bringing. I did go out and kind of buy this like special. I'm just gonna move that for a second. I didn't have a nice duffel bag. Mine broke on our Big Bear trip. I don't know if I had that in the vlog or not, but it's just a Reebok, hope I'm saying that right, brand duffel bag. It's everything I need absolutely perfectly, so that's cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and start in this little mesh pocket right here. So for starters, I have a water bottle. I got this from the Dollar Tree. The reason why I wanted to bring a cheaper water bottle instead of like my nice one from home is because in case it gets ruined or I leave it there or it gets lost on my way from labor and delivery to postpartum, it's not like a huge loss. So the next thing I have in my hospital bag are these two little devices, and my midwife recommended both of these for me. I am, in case you didn't know, attempting a natural birth this time. I have an open mind about pain medications and epidural, but I would like to see how far I can go. I went really far last time without anything, so I just want to see how far I can push it, I guess. I'm just being a daredevil. So these are two really great ways of pain management for in between contractions when I'm sore from contractions, and during contractions my husband can roll this on my lower back and certain pressure points and things like that. So I'm bringing these two things for that reason. The next and last thing in this pocket is just some headphones. I think this is pretty self-explanatory. So moving right along to the front pocket, the first thing I have in here is an extension cord. The next thing in this pocket, one of my battery chargers for my camera. So the last thing that will go in this bag that is not in this bag yet is my phone charger. I have a list of things. It's not a very long list, but I have a few things on a list that is inside the top of my bag that is things that I will need to grab on my way out the door. One of those being my phone charger. Obviously I'm using that, so it can't go in my bag yet, but this is where it will go. Okay, so moving right along to the other side pocket, which is quite spacious. What I have in here is just a bunch of large sized pads, overnight pads. I know they do give you some of these in the hospital, but I didn't bleed. I bled, don't get me wrong, but I didn't bleed enough to need those big mesh underwear. I found them to be really uncomfortable. I know a lot of moms rant and rave about them, but I found them to be really uncomfortable, and the pads they provided were just like this thick and this long and just like too much for me personally. I really liked having my own pads that were a little bit smaller. I did have to change them a little bit more frequently, but I just felt them to be a lot more comfortable, and I really prefer having my own. So that is why I have packed these as well. So the first thing I have in my hospital bag is this oversized tote, just kind of rolled up. It is ginormous and can fit so much stuff in here. I got this from a thrift store for $1.50, so wasn't really missing out on much, and it'll make a good beach bag and stuff like that for later. But what I have this packed for is for all of the things they send you home with. And if you're a first-time mom, you might not know this, but in the hospital they send you home with a lot of diapers, formula if you want it, pads, postpartum care, paperwork. I mean, you name it. They even, my hospital, when I delivered my first even sent me home with like a little teddy bear that my daughter still sleeps with every night, and a bottle of champagne, or not champagne, sparkling cider, and a few other little keepsake type things. We're so overwhelmed trying to get all of that stuff down to the car the first time, on top of me being in pain from obviously just giving birth, and my husband's lack of sleep, and carrying down the car seat, and being nervous about driving with a new baby. We were overwhelmed as hell about getting all of this stuff down to the car. So decided to pack something to solve that problem. Okay, so right on top, I'm going to show you what I have in here. My 2 toiletry type bags. So I'll start with the bigger one first. This is right on top. So right here in this first pocket is what I'm gonna go over first. So in here I have a loofah. It's a cute little tiny mini one, it's adorable. A loofah, a travel size deodorant, a travel size container with my face wash, a travel size coconut oil, travel size toothpaste, travel size shampoo and conditioner, travel size body wash, and then a travel size shampoo, conditioner, body wash for my husband. I also have this little cap for my toothbrush. As you guys guessed, another thing that I will have to grab on my way out the door is my toothbrush. Obviously, I can't pack that in here. I'm using it. That's kind of gross. So yeah, so that'll be one of those things I have to grab on my way out the door. Then you go up to the pocket on top. I hope that's focusing. Can't really see it. I don't have my glasses on. Here, it's a much smaller pocket compared to the bottom one. So what is in here is a little mini of my moisturizer, a little travel container of another one of my face washes, a unopened chapstick, a travel size lotion, a scrunchie, and a headband. Tied to said headband is hair ties and bobby pins. And then I have some makeup wipes, face wipes in here. I actually snagged these from a hotel a while ago. Thank you, whatever hotel. The only other toiletry I have to pack is going to be my hairbrush, and like I said, my toothbrush. Everything else is good to go. So next we have this little Pampers bag. As a lot of you know, I could not breastfeed my first. So this time around, I am really determined to make that work. But I have a little pack of things I think I might need in the hospital, and yes, they might have some of these things in the hospital for me. I am very much the kind of person that likes to be prepared and have my own essentials. If I don't use it, it's a tiny little clutch that I can just throw in the diaper bag and, you know, be done with it. It's not that big of a deal if I don't use this stuff. For starters, in this bag, I have this little device. It is a nipple extractor, which sounds really funny, but TMI, but I have flat and inverted nipples. So what this does is draw the nipple outward so that it's easier for baby to latch. So this was recommended to me by a lot of breastfeeding moms with my same issue. So I hope that this works. The next thing I have in here is some nipple butter. One likes trapped nips. The next thing I have in this bag is a few breast pads in case my milk supply does come in and I start leaking. I already leak now, so even if I'm not leaking full breast milk, I might be leaking colostrum. So I have these in here. Next thing I have in here is just 2 or 3 breast milk storage bags. Like I said, I do have flat and inverted nipples, so if for some reason baby can't latch, I will be pumping colostrum for her. And if I do need to store it for any reason, then I will have these on hand. I also just have a little travel pack of Pampers wipes in here too. They came in this little pouch, so I figured why not keep them. Sorry, I had to put my glasses on. I was getting a headache. So moving right along to clothes. Where the hell do I even start here? So for starters, I have 4 pairs of granny panties. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Next, I have a pair of fuzzy socks that have like a grip at the bottom, and then I have a pair of regular socks. So the next thing I have in here is my coming home outfit. So I'll show you what I have packed. It is just this pair of black yoga pants and this maternity tank top. Super, super, super soft. I also brought one of my little sweaters. This is really stained up and rugged and just kind of gross, to be honest with you, but I don't really want to wear anything that's super nice on our way home. It also has a very deep V-neck line, which I thought would be great for breastfeeding. So yeah, just a pink sweater type thing. Okay, so the next thing I have in here is a couple of sports bras and nursing bras. So I have one regular sports bra and a padded nursing bra and just a soft, comfy sports type nursing bra. The next thing I have is just this really soft robe. I brought this to the hospital with Thea and really liked having it. So the next thing I have is a big pile of sleepwear. For starters, I have this nightgown, which I might even wear during labor. I'm not entirely sure. So I have a little munchkin at my feet now, so if you hear that, then that is why. So the next thing that I have is 2 comfy t-shirts. These are my 2 favorite t-shirts in the entire universe, for no particular reason other than they are just really soft and comfortable and oversized, and I love that. So 2 oversized, soft, comfy t-shirts and 2 pairs of pajama pants. These are a little more like sweatpants, and then these are just some Batman pajama pants. Okay, so there's a few more things that I will be bringing with me that will not be in my hospital bag because they will not fit. The first one being my tripod for my camera, and then of course my camera. In my camera bag, I'm bringing a couple of different lenses, a battery charger, a couple different batteries and SIM cards. So yeah, the last couple things that I will be bringing on my way out the door, or grabbing on my way out the door, my pillow for starters and my boppy pillow. Other than that, I think that is everything that is coming with us to the hospital. I plan on doing an entirely separate video for Elle's hospital bag and for my husband's hospital bag. If you guys would like to see those, please be sure to subscribe and turn on notification bells so you do not miss it. We are really nearing our last couple of weeks here. Hopefully she won't go any longer than that. Fingers crossed. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope I see you guys next time. Mwah.